It's not rocket science, it's just walking! Not asking you to do disco moves!
Every week, 60 wannabe sailors join up to the Royal Navy.
I always wanted to be a pirate, so I thought, if you can't beat them, join them.
Switch your heads on, you mutants. What are you all doing? Not river dance? Just across, you freak!
But before they set foot aboard a ship, they must make it through HMS Raleigh.
You start as a potato. In week 10, we want a packet of crisps.
Men and women trained side by side. Some straight from school. Some starting over. Guided by serving officers in the fleet.
Shit beard, Henderson.
Pull it up, left. Turn!
Tough on rules and discipline.
This is the Royal Navy, not the Royal Mail. Get off your ass, because I'm the master.
This is absolutely pathetic.
If you don't measure up, you're out.
Recruit discharged from the Royal Navy.
What's that?
But for those who make it, a life at sea awaits.
This is gonna be the proudest moment of your lives.
If you can't cut it, you can go and join a circus. Do you understand that? Yes, sir.
This is HMS Raleigh.
I hope you don't get claustrophobic. I hope you don't get aquaphobic.
Today, a new class is arriving. Men and women all hoping to graduate from the 10-week initial training course at the Royal Navy's Sailor School.
I mean, I'm just going to be in a long metal container full of semen.
It's long, hard and full of semen.
Young man, congratulations. You are going to do press-ups. Assume the position.
The man in charge of overseeing the new recruits' arrival is Ian Grit.
10 of your best.
HMS Raleigh's Master-at-Arms, the officer in charge of their discipline.
Thou shalt not cross the quadrangle negative headgear.
The standards are absolute and they have to be to maintain the core values of the Royal Navy. You build reputations on years, and we've been around for a long time and we're still considered the best. These young recruits today that are joining the Royal Navy, they're going to be deployed in a variety of roles. They're not just going to be on the front line fighting wars, they're going to be dealing with humanitarian aid, fighting piracy, counter drug smuggling. But before they do that, first thing they've got to do is get past HMS Raleigh.
Do not block the doorways, but spread out in the corridor. What you've got to remember is there are a lot of kids coming through them gates from school. It's a completely new environment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to HMS Raleigh. I will shortly invite you to go into your bags, where you will remove Granny's special cake, Mum's special sarnies, Make sure you have no pornographic material. That includes inflatable dolls. Any such material, you will remove it. Any questions?
Sometimes I look around a class when they actually arrive. Day one, the classic shock of capture. Some of them look absolutely petrified.
You will see my bin here. It said food waste.
Kind of thought like my heart had been ripped out and all my angel slices had been thrown in the bin.
Make sure your mobiles are switched off.
You sort of want to cry because I've never really been in this sort of situation before. Being dragged away from my family like that when I spent every single day with them, like.
Just get your gear together, zip your bags up, and wait to follow me into the classroom.
You're talking about people coming off the streets here that have come from all walks of life. You've got people from flipping burgers to pushing trolleys around car parks. But once they get through the doors, everyone's exactly the same. It's a disciplined service and you're expected to be able to play the same game as everybody else.
For some of these recruits, the Navy offers them their best opportunity to forge a career.
When we went to the careers office, my dad said, just look out the window. And he said, what can you see? And they kind of said, well, nothing. He said, what's going on? They said, nothing. He said, exactly.
I always wanted to be a pirate, but there weren't no jobs going in the local paper. So, yeah, so I thought, if you can't beat them, join them.
There are 23 teenagers in this class, but the Navy accepts recruits up to the age of 37.
28 years old, not daft, I don't laugh at farts. Got my priorities organised a bit better than I think some of the lads have here.
One of Stuart's fellow older recruits is former lorry driver, 32-year-old Craig Rowan.
This is the most important 10 weeks of my life, apart from my kids being born, obviously. My plan is to go as far as I possibly can in the Royal Navy.
Boom. Right, let's do it. Let's have it. Welcome to HMS Raleigh Initial Naval Training. You will see now that you are Young man, do your tie up. You look like you just fell out of a nightclub. Yep. You got a button on the top, therefore secure it. And gentlemen, it will be £6 for the privilege of losing your hair. Ladies, if you wish to be the next G.I. Jane, I have no problem, but I'm sure you don't.
Before the Master-at-Arms hands over the new recruits to their training team, they must pledge their allegiance to the Queen and sign a contract to serve a minimum of 4 weeks.
You are not joining the biggest navy in the world, but I guarantee you are joining the best. It is a beautiful day, ladies and gents, one you will remember forever.
I, Sophie Hutchin, do solemnly and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Create and successor.
It's not a foregone conclusion by joining the Royal Navy that you're going to be successful, because you have to meet the standards that we set before.
And will observe and obey all orders.
I always say, you give 100%, you will succeed, and you earn the right to flip your cap off your head in week 10.
An officer set over me, so help me God.
Congratulations, welcome to the Royal Navy, well done you. All right, good.
Welcome, young man, to the Royal Navy. My door is always open if you need extra help or anything else like that you need to ask.
I've got a few questions if you don't mind. Family's a bit I've always had a bit of a tough childhood,
Okay.
and family at the minute is quite disjointed. I mean, my mum and my dad aren't together. I know that I'm in particular going to be a bit of a weak one on homesickness. Yeah, I understand that.
Since his parents' divorce, 18-year-old Hugh Harland has lived with his dad. Harland's training is happening at a time when his father is away working in the US.
It's especially bad for me because my dad goes back to America next week. He runs a business there. And that's going to be really tough for me. So I'm going to try and sort something out so that I can contact him, because I know that training will become more difficult if I can't, speak to my dad.
We all get homesickness. If there are times when he's in America and you need to speak to him, okay, come and see me and we'll sort something out, all right?
Cheers. Thank you. I'm hoping that 10 weeks training kind of matures me a little bit, but also that I learn a little bit how to become self-dependent, because I've always relied on my dad.
Hugh's mum and I separated when he was young. Obviously that's always tough. He's carried that a lot. And joining the Navy hopefully will bring him onto his own feet and let him find his own wings and make a man out of him.
Having signed their contracts, the recruits will not see their family for 10 weeks, and phone use is strictly controlled. They will live in single-sex dormitories for the duration of their training.
Some of these young recruits have been spoon-fed for most of their lives until they reach this stage, and they rock up here with little experience of being able to organise their life. And that's a steep learning curve for a lot of these recruits.
And you guys feeling nervous about it?
Yeah, I am.
You'll be alright, mate, honestly.
You know, it's a bit like a puppy, isn't it? It's a blank sheet of paper, and you train it to do exactly what you want to do. Everything's geared towards moulding somebody into this machine that's self-disciplined, self-motivated, and very well organised. It all engages and links into a ship. Nice ironing, nice firing. That's just handsome.
Oh, beautiful.
Now that the Master at Arms has completed their induction, the recruits are handed over for training to their instructors, all serving officers from the fleet.
What time does the hairdresser knock off? I think it's...
Why are you asking me? John, what time's the hairdresser on? Is it forward now?
Warrant Officer John Collingbourne is the man in charge of training the newest intake.
Okay, sit at ease, please. The first time I see them, I wouldn't say they're absolutely crapping themselves, but I think they're very apprehensive. It's totally out of their comfort zone. This is not school anymore, this is the armed forces. They are here to defend the country. Ultimately, they could be on a ship, they go to war. This is serious. What I do is I oversee all your training while you're here in HMS Raleigh. It's a big commitment for us. We need that commitment back from you. But you need to be at the right standard. And that takes you to give 100%. We're always looking at you, 24/7. Okay, so this is probably the longest job interview you will ever do. Everybody happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go.
To stand any chance of surviving the 10 weeks, the new recruits must quickly learn how to work as a unit.
The Navy's a huge team from the First Sea Lord down to the very person we pass out on week 10. On board a ship, that team's got to function well, and if it doesn't, that's when people's lives are at risk.
Drill is a vital part of early naval training. Recruits must respond to orders as a group and without mistakes.
A boat! Turn!
At Raleigh, they're taught by one of the Royal Navy's most experienced instructors, Petty Officer Cox.
It can be quite daunting for some of them to come down to a parade ground.
Squad eyes! Front! Are you in the correct place? No.
Some of them have probably never been shouted at before.
No PO! No PO! Then get yourself in the right place, Johnson! Podcast number! 1, 2, 3! Stop! When I say number, you shout 1! It's an instinctive reactiveness to an order! Not when you feel like it, when I tell you! Squad! Keep your arms locked in tight to the side. This is not Flair's nightclub. I'm not asking you to do disco moves. As you do the turn, you need to squeeze your butt cheeks nice and tight.
P.O. Cox.
This will reduce the wobbling effect.
Raucous. Robust. Relentless.
Squad by numbers. About 10.
The woman's got a superhuman voice box. I mean, seriously. She's a machine.
Okay, Stuart. So the order for going forward is squad, 2 paces, step forward.
P.O. Cox is showing 28-year-old Callum Stewart how to administer orders to the squad.
1 pace, then you will say 1 pace only. Okay, happy with that?
Yes, P.O.
Squad!
2 steps forward. March!
Paces. Paces forward. Okay, so 2
After dropping out of university, Stewart is joining the Navy to try and get his life back on track.
As I grew up, it became apparent that I was quite into my physical exercise. That, coupled with the fact that I do have a few brain cells bouncing around in there, it just felt like the military would allow me to reach my potential in both mentally and physically.
Okay, so 2 paces, step forward, march.
Yes,
so
yeah.
always paces.
Squad! 3 paces backward.
Step back.
March!
Step back, not backwards.
Stewart's attempts to join the Navy began 5 years ago.
I applied initially as an officer. Unfortunately, was unsuccessful at that. That really knocked me for 6. It took me a good couple of years to bounce back from that, and at which point I'd decided that it was the Navy or nothing, really.
Fit! Squads!
I'm ready for this. Let's go. Let's crack on.
2 paces, step forward, march. Do that.
2 steps forward. March!
You're having a meltdown, Stuart. Stop it. Okay, it's just words.
Stewart and his classmates will have to start thinking as a unit, as in a week's time they must face their first drill exam. A third of these new recruits will not make it to the end of training. The instructor's first task will be to recruit a class leader to guide these novice sailors through the turbulent 10 weeks. Week 1 of 10 for HMS Raleig's newest recruits.
Down you go.
From day one, the training team are looking for any leadership potential with the aim of appointing a class leader.
Stuart Callum, David, 28 years old. You've got an RT score of 109, so you must be quite a clever chap.
A few brain cells.
Yeah, you got a few brain cells, I noticed that already. If you get any sort of group of people together, you will get natural leadership in there. It's going to come out at some sort of point. What we do in the first sort of week and a half is we try and prod that. What I will say is, try your hardest over the next 10 weeks, because it's not uncommon for people to leave this course and get picked straight up to go in the IB and then straight into officer training.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a big target out there for you if you want it. Yeah, off you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Recruits who are elected as class leader will maximise their chances of being selected for officer training and may fast-track their naval career. Craig Rowan is another older recruit in contention for the role.
32 years old. You're quite mature.
So,
What did you do before you joined up?
I was in the army before, and then ACV driver and chef since then.
So 1 tour of Iraq, 3-year deployment, okay. With your age, I'm very much looking at you as a sort of a father figure in the mess, okay. All I ask is you give us 100%.
Yes, sir.
How's your fitness, all right?
It will be better.
The food in the galley and the amount of fitness we're going to do, it will get better.
It will be better.
Okay, yeah. So we'll be looking at you as probably one of those senior members of the class. Okay, all right. I'm not going to shake your hand. I'll do that when you pass out.
Excellent.
All right.
As a father of 4, the stakes are high for recruit Rowan.
I have got a lot riding on my choices. My choice to join the Royal Navy, leaving my family, leaving my kids and my missus behind, so I could come here and better their lives. That's Northern Ireland and that's Iraq.
Northern Ireland? My God, how long ago was that?
Northern Ireland was 8 years ago. I got that medal.
This is Rowan's second spell in the military after 8 years in the army.
I was in the army before, wasted it, really. Never put the effort in. This time, I have 4 kids, a partner. I would like a better life for them. Head down, work hard, and get the wage that I can take home for my family so I can take them to Disneyland twice a year. What have you got on here?
Sick beat.
All right. Let's listen to some sick beats.
Fuck off, Grandad.
Grandad. I think you'll find it's Dad to you.
The class are preparing their kit for the first inspection, where they must prove they can meet the Navy's standards. For Rowan and Stuart, this is a chance to show they have what it takes to lead by supporting the younger recruits.
Me and Hannah are going to get the number 4s from your dowry bags.
If you want your shoes done, leave them at here and I'll do them later on the night. Right? But
I'm going to polish my
pick up the slack everywhere else.
Which way do you do it?
I'm going to give you another 15 minutes. Get squared. 15 minutes, that's it.
It's hard for some people. Ironing your kit, ironing your own kit, washing your own kit. Some people find that harder than others, the youngsters.
Are you all right?
I'm stressed. I've not stopped all day.
Right, have you still got stuff today?
I've just got this.
A couple of guys are close to double their age, and I take on a wee bit of a fatherly role.
Go and have a look.
Right, yeah, I've got your books today, and then we've got...
This is 18-year-old recruit Harlan's first time away from home and the support of his dad.
In fact,
He's lazy. Listen, he'd stay in bed all day if you let him. You could drop a £10 note on the floor and ask him to pick it up and he'd say he was too tired.
Is their mess better than ours? There's loads to do. It'd take me years. I'll be 50 by the time I got it all done.
Cleaning his shoes, I do that. I've always done that. Ironing is not necessary because I've got a dad who does that.
From the day you get here, you have to be an adult. You have to do your own washing, ironing, shoe polishing, all that stuff that you've never done before, you know.
It's time for the inspection. Even though it's week 1, the Navy expects attention to detail, and recruits who have not put the effort in could find themselves on a path that leads to discharge.
What do we do? Port or starboard first?
Starboard then first.
Yeah, closest.
Half his kit is missing. Trainer's dirty. No. Shoes dirty. Boots dirty.
Oh my word.
Stuart, good attempt at his locker. This is Rowan. Good F on his boots. Locker layout, not too bad.
Right, bed not good. They're going to be quite short because I don't think their mum and dads would have gone into their bedrooms and tipped the beds upside down and emptied the drawers out. No effort made on towel folding. And some of them will take it to heart.
To transform these civilians into robust sailors, the officers need them to develop a sense of self-reliance and learn how to cope under pressure.
Like a ticky-tape parade.
The class will be left in no doubt that their efforts in the inspection have not made the grade.
Oh my fucking god.
That is proper rip. There's any need for that? Pissed off to fuck. I've not got mum or dad cleaning up after me, I'm doing my washing for me. Bullshit. I'm doing my own thing, and sometimes that ain't very easy.
Oh, fucking hell.
The poor performance in the kit inspection places more responsibility on potential class leaders like Rowan to help the younger recruits through this first week.
Yeah, there's extra creases.
In the morning when you get up, it will be a case of looking, checking. Bailed out, I see, yeah?
Yeah. I did work hard though.
Well, I'm not saying you didn't,
Yeah.
all right?
I know.
You just need to practice more, yeah?
I know, yes,
You have a look at your socks. Not done.
Sort your socks out. Mum, bring us upstairs. Sorry, mate, we'll sort them out. Calm yourself. No matter what you do, right? No matter what any of us does, we're going to get shouted at. That's the whole plan, right? Didn't get to it, mate. It's no personal, right? Come here. Come and talk to the big fella. He's fine. It's week 1. He doesn't want the fucking miracles. Look at me. Promise you, it'll be all right.
It's hard to see somebody upset when my son's upset. I feel bad because he's upset and I want to help him. Same with these guys. If they're struggling, I want to help them. I can't always do it because I'm struggling myself sometimes.
Hey, mate. You all right?
This 10 weeks will be the longest Rowan has spent away from his 8-year-old son, Jake.
And we're orange. Was he
A
good?
situation made more difficult by the strict controls on phone use imposed by the Navy.
No way, have you got cake? Mate, right, definitely keep me a piece in, right?
My son is brilliant. He is, he's golden.
It was alright today, mate. We were busy. I had loads of ironing today. Loads and 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 loads.
As far as he's concerned, I'm going to catch pirates and he's happy for his daddy to go and catch pirates. So, he's proud.
I'll phone you, I'll phone you when I can, buddy, alright? But if you text me, mate, I'll text you back.
When it gets harder and the morale dips a bit, the homesickness will be a big weakness for me. It will be hard. I will struggle.
Alright, I love you. Love you, buddy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I just, my laddie, it's my son.
Downstairs, 18-year-old recruit Harland has so far been unable to speak to his dad and is beginning to struggle with homesickness.
I think he's been through a lot. He had quite a troubled childhood. He grew up with his parents being separated.
Come on, let's go. In you go.
That hit him hard, and I think he bottled a lot of that up. And I think a lot of that emotion he's working through.
Right then, mate. You feel a bit homesick. So what did I say to you day one when you told me about your family situation and everything else like that? You've got to come and see me. If I don't see you, there's nothing I can do about it, is there? Yeah? But you need to believe in yourself, okay? Stop beating yourself up. Man up a little bit. Right, you've got to keep smiling then now, all right?
It's a complete roller coaster. The feelings change every day. It's not nice, but that's supposedly just supposed to be the first 2 weeks, because it's the first 2 weeks you're away from home. I miss just being in Mansfield and being with my dad. I kind of think, is this what I want to do?
Young man, where's your beret? I suggest you double in and get it up.
Fletch had a class in here, and in the class he had a last name called Round. He had a balls and he had a pink. Pink round balls, my office.
It's week 1 and the instructors are still on the lookout for a class leader.
Report. Recruit Stewart, Fisher 08, starboard cross. Permission to speak to Chief Smith.
Wowzers, right, calm down. Less volume. Right, I'm only stood there. Like the keenness, love it. Yeah, he's got to be a candidate, hasn't he?
Yeah, he knows exactly where he wants to be.
There's a couple, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there is. Rowan sticks
yeah,
to the...
there you go.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
Two.
Knocked out of the park, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I've got 6 left.
Whoever's chosen will boost their chances of being selected for officer training and potentially fast-track their naval career. Recruit Stewart is a strong contender.
Hey, I think I've got it.
His main competition is father of 4, recruit Rowan.
I'm here for a future, not for a good time. I'm here I'm here to reach the dizzying heights of Warrant Officer Class 1 in my naval career. Hopefully.
I have 4 kids back home, my partner, so they're kind of relying on me to succeed, so I can provide for them. And the only way I could do that is to focus on one goal, and that is to absolutely smash it. Shit! I've just fucking stood on my shoe.
Left, right, left.
Having failed so far with their kit, the Navy's newest recruits need to prove they can cope with the physical demands in their regular gym sessions.
Right, listening official, eh, are fucking pissed off already. And people rock up. Why was he late? 'Cause he was having a shit. Why is he having a shit in my time?
For Rowan and Stuart, this will be their last chance to influence their instructor's choice for class leader, with the result due to be announced later today.
A lot of competition in our mess for class leader, deputy class leader. I want to be class leader badly, and if I didn't get class leader, I'll be disappointed. There might be emotions.
Pull yourself up, set your feet, just hold it with your arms. Hold your feet, mate. Set your feet, then get your knees.
Rowing, ordering people around, like, effing do this and effing do that and move like this, we do it this way, I want to do it like this. But if he's like that for the whole 8 weeks we've got left, people are just going to be so sick of it.
Considerations for leader, big dilemma between Rowan and Stuart. Rowan, previous experience in the army, he's loud, well respected, he comes across clearly, he's understood. Stuart is more serious, you can see that by his body language is very stiff, wants to impress. It's always a bonus if somebody's quite clever as well.
I think that being able to blow your trumpet and say, yes, I was part of the management team, have that on your CV, have that on your record, that's going to shine.
Yeah, let yourself dangle. Just stand up on the rope. Yeah, and release with the legs and come down.
Stuart's kind of like bang straight down the line, but sometimes you do need someone like Stuart that's just gonna raise a voice and get mad. But he's a bit harder to be pally-pally around.
After 10 days of observing their new recruits, the instructors have reached a decision.
Class leaders.
Hopefully I've shown enough leadership. If I didn't get it, I'll support whoever does get it after I cry in the corner for 10 minutes.
These recruits have demonstrated a mature and determined attitude within initial naval training.
I'm intelligent. I'm quite good at looking at things quite calmly and with an air of clarity. I think those qualities would stand me in good stead for being a class leader.
Starboard mess. Recruit Rowan.
That's a good start, Rowan. Seemed like a popular choice. Thank you. We shall see.
Absolutely over the moon. It was emotional. I managed to hold it back for once, but it was, it was a proud moment.
Deputy class leaders.
Recruit Stuart.
Well done, man. Good luck.
Rowan relates to people. A beastly gruff giant on the outside, but quite a charming, sensitive, thoughtful individual on the inside. Rowan commands respect and, you know, so deserving of class leader.
You're on a different table now as well.
Oh, so that's it. That's all right. We'll have the top table. We'll sit at the top table.
At the top. We're all the same level, dickhead.
Recruit Harland has been battling with homesickness.
Last week was horrific. Horrendous. Hated it.
And he's been desperate to speak to his dad, who's been working overseas.
Hello? Oh, right, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm alright. I've had a horrible day. It's been, this week's just the hardest week to do. I'm knackered. And tomorrow's even worse. Today's the first day really I'll get to catch up with him. But I'm sure after I've had a chat, I'll be in that, you know. Tomorrow's going to be a good day, frame of mind, because that always happens after I've spoke to my dad over the phone. When I come home for the first 2 days, I'm going to do sweet FA for the first 2 days. Can't wait to see you again and come home. I've definitely felt the difference between not ringing him. Definitely.
He'll get through it. Yeah, he has to. He ain't got a choice. He's not coming home yet.
Are you having to shave every day?
Yeah, you have to. Dad said over the phone, he said, you feel, it seems different, but in a good way. And I knew it was in a good way, because he said, I'm really proud, keep your chin up. Alright then, well, I'm gonna nip to the naffy and buy myself some goodies.
You know what, son? This feeling of missing home, missing your friends, doesn't last very long. Because you've got new friends and a new home.
Alright. Catch you tomorrow then. Alright, love you.
No, it's time. It's time for him to find himself.
I
don't fancy
2, 3, 4, 7, 9.
Okay, down number
14.
Right, so, put your fingers together. And hold it. Well done, mate.
Oh, man.
Left wheel, quick, march. Left, right, left, right.
Today, recruit Rowan must face his first challenge as the newly appointed leader and guide his class through their drill exam.
Listen in. This an hour. That's it, right? Switch on, listen to what you're being told. It's no difficult at all. It was something a goal that I set myself before I got here, just to prove, I think to myself, that I could organise a group of individuals, just to prove to myself that I could be a leader. Starboard class, halt! By the right, dress!
Interval drill exam! Spawn! Open order! Match! Move to the right! Right! 10!
The recruits must demonstrate they can now respond to orders as a unit, quickly and efficiently.
Interval drill exam complete, PO.
It was a just pass, and I mean a just pass. Thank you, PO.
Hey, so that is literally a scrape. Really?
Rowan has led the recruits to their first success as a class.
You find yourself wanting to follow him as much as he wants to lead you.
By the right, dress!
He knew exactly what he was doing. Everything that he did was banging.
He knew how to get us all up and out and doing what we needed to do. It's nice to have that to look up to.
Stand up! Ease!
After passing their drill exam, the training team will be looking to see improved efforts in the next 2-hour gym session.
Sprint, stop jogging! Do not be weak. Get your knees up.
This is the Royal Navy, not the Royal Mail.
Rubbish, double mark. Time! Back in your spots, press up position. Get grip for your bodies. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Stand.
1, 2.
Out the corner of my eye, I see Rowan fall on the floor.
Boom, hear the deck.
Shit, he's gone.
Breaths.
When I decided to join the Navy, it was so I could better my kids' lives. Secure a future. There's no option to fail. I can't let them down.
How much water have you drank?
After blacking out, recruit Rowan is taken for urgent tests.
Recruit Honda 0 Fisher 8 starboard class, permission to speak to PO Coots.
No, you didn't come in with a cloth.
Right, cheers, Chief.
Cheers, Chief. Come
He's
here!
Not, he's not your mate! He's
Come
not
here.
your mate!
I'm not your mate.
Sorry.
Permission to carry on would be good. Yeah.
Bless him. You know what? He has turned the corner big time. I tell you what. I think he's going to pass out. I do think he'll pass out.
I agree.
I've been put under an amount of pressure that I've never felt before, and I realise that is part of the training, to bring you out of your comfort zone and make that circle of comfort bigger, to make you a better person.
He went to rally a young boy, and when he comes back from rally, he's going to be a young man. I'm so proud of him. I can't wait to see the end result. It'll be massive. He can come home and do the ironing.
I'm proud to be here, and I'm proud to be where I am. 'Cause it's a good achievement. I don't know what keeps you. I think it's the lads. I think it's the lads that say, come on, nah, we'll stick out one more day, and then the next day you have a good day. It's like having a second family here. I'm definitely being here for 10 weeks.
Give me a consolidated list of who's gone to sick bay.
Right hand, yeah, class leader.
Casualty ward at the moment.
Is he chest pains or?
No, blacked out.
The instructors are awaiting news on recruit Rowan, who has been pulled out of training for urgent tests after collapsing in the gym.
It's going to be I reckon it's either going to be a heart problem or a blood pressure problem. That's what I think. He needs to go and get checked out properly.
Good afternoon, Fisher Division, PLPT, Dave Koo speaking, how can I help? Hello sir, how are you? Yes.
Mate, that's not good news, that. That's not good news. He's in a bloody shake and he's a good man.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing the best for you too. Don't forget me, I think I remember.
Recruit Rowan is returning to division after extensive tests have diagnosed him with a heart defect.
But sometimes it hurts instead. Yeah.
Recruit Rowan, Fisher away.
Rowan, come on inside, come inside, come inside. Come in, Mr. Rowan. Come and have a sit down. Have a sit down. You alright? Come on, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Alright, sir. Take a couple of deep breaths.
Hey.
I can imagine what's going through your head at the moment. Okay, I know it's easy for me to sit here and say that. Okay.
Rather than my heart beating from the bottom to the top, like it should to push the blood, there's an extra clumpy nerves there. So it's firing the top faster than it is the bottom.
Well, it can't go at the speed.
Aye, it's getting out of a rhythm. It could go really, really fast, or it could stop.
I honestly have no idea how I'm going to tell my son. He is young, but he will understand to a certain extent, but I can't do it.
I've got to go away and go for a consultation with a cardiologist.
Right.
The MOs have said the chances are I'm going to have to get an operation.
I am gutted. Having only appointed you as class leader, do you know how much you've let us down?
I've just said exactly the same.
Honestly, sir, I feel it.
Go and grab a shower, all right? Sure. Can you come and...
Rowan must abandon his role as class leader and leave training to have heart surgery. putting his entire naval career into question.
I'm devastated, absolutely devastated. If this is the end of my career before it started, then what am I going to do next? I'd put a lot into being in the Navy and making a complete career out of this in the future for the family. I could have went my whole life and never noticed it and been fine. Or I could have went another 2 weeks and I could have fucking dropped down dead.
So how did you treat that?
Basically what they do is they go through my groin into the artery and they feed a wire right up the artery.
Fucking God,
And
bro.
then
I had my injections earlier and almost passed out.
Can I just say, mate, while everyone's here, we are going to miss you, and you have been a massive influence on all of us.
He'll be missed, definitely. It's gutting to see him go as well, because it has hit the boys hard, and it will change the dynamic of the group.
Yeah, come on, boys. It's all right,
Rowan had that charm about him. To lose that is absolutely devastating. He was obviously up on our morale and stuff like that. He was keeping us going. It's heartbreaking for the lot of us. So we just got to try and get through these 10 weeks without him.
We'll bump Stuart up to class leader.
Stuart's class leader.
B Cook to deputy class leader.
Yeah.
And we'll keep Robinson as mess bosun.
Yeah. It's a daunting prospect, not only class leader, and also the fact that Rowan knows how to manage the team, and he's got the respect of the team. You know, those were... That was a tough guy to follow.
Me coming to the Navy meant everything. This was a chance for me to prove to myself that I could do it, prove to other people that I could do it, and be able to provide a future for my family, for my partner and my kids. I'm heartbroken, really heartbroken.
Now the big one, class leader.
Recruit Rowan as your class leader.
Well done, Rowan.
If my heart does explode again, they will be taking these epaulets from my cold, dead fingers.
Next time.
I cannot use you. The Royal Navy does not want you.
Meet the recruits of Cornwall Division as their careers hang in the balance.
Under 18-year-olds, the sexual connotation of naked men is not great.
And one recruit faces a life-changing decision.
But I really want this really bad. This is my destiny.
It was a bit like, I'm pregnant, see you later, for 10 weeks.
All that next week, same time, here on 4. Romance tomorrow. The penguins go a-courting in The Secret Life of the Zoo at 9, at 8. And if you miss it, you know it'll be there for you at all 4. Next, it's not Big Brother, but there may be an eviction. Crashing comedy coming up.